Salutations, this is Cassendre Xavier on Thursday, May 21, 2015, in a beautiful community bookstore in Philadelphia where I practically live. I want to talk about I want to talk about what busking did for me. And I'm inspired because I'm reading Amanda Palmer's book, The Art of Asking, and I think the subtitle is like, How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Let People Give, I want to say, is what that is. So, of course, she's known for the very successful TED Talk called The Art of Asking, which got a ridiculous amount of hits. And, she's an indie artist who's done very well for herself, basically because she's learned how to ask and not beg, and learned how to do more than just be seen as an artist, but to see others, and to do more than just show and perform, but to connect with her fans. She's got one of the best relationships with her fans known. So she's definitely one to study, no matter what field you're in, even if you're not an artist, but definitely if you're an artist. I think if you're a small business owner, entrepreneur, or if even if you're just trying to improve your relationships, that there's a lot to learn in what she has mastered in her life. So I, of course, have many writing projects all the time going, and sometimes they become articles, sometimes they're blogs, and in the early 2000s they used to become chapbooks. And sometimes some things would be in anthologies, and for years have had dreams of self-publishing my own books, and I just have difficulty with the formatting stuff, but I found someone who can help me with that. So hopefully you'll be seeing some more of this stuff in writing, maybe. But one of the projects that I've had for years in mind was called the Busking Bible. I've been wanting to talk about what I learned through my successful years of busking in Suburban Station, where I received press from I was on the news, television. I also got a full page in the Philadelphia Daily News, and I performed with the late great Bayard Lancaster, jazz saxophonist. So I learned a lot busking, and I just really could relate to her, hearing her talk about what she learned when she was the 8-foot bride, and as a street performer, doing performance art, collecting dollars and giving, collecting tips and giving out a flower. So someday I'll get into, what it was like exactly the very first time I stepped out and busked, and how frightening that was, and how I became successful as a busker, selling multiple titles of CDs. So most of my sales would be, I just didn't play for tips. People would buy CDs, and then they would be multiple titles, and they would be repeat customers, and then friends would come, and so it was awesome. And one of the things that she talks about is gratitude. It's where you learn gratitude, and that's very, very true. I think Corinne Bailey Rae also, was it her who did some busking? The chick who was in a cult, and she did the song called The Letter to Oprah. She got discovered in New York busking. Anyway, same thing. She's like, she said, you don't go into the subway to beg. If you go with a need, you will not attract your tips. And this is very, very true. I learned, what I would do is I would go, I think I am going to the story now, how I busked. This is coming up next. Okay, bye!